Hello everyone and welcome to In My View. Tonight's topic is about political confessions. What do I mean by political confessions? Well, I have something to confess. I'm a Democrat. I voted for Obama twice and do I regret? Maybe, maybe not. But if you have a problem with me voting for a president who actually cares about the working man, just shut the hell up. I'm a avid political junkie. I follow certain political things on Twitter. I've actively communicated with a news channel, Al Jazeera America, on Twitter. I've been mentioned at least more than once on Al Jazeera America, and I also read political memoirs. I want to share with you my first political memoir, Living History by Hillary Rodham Clinton, a potential 2016 candidate. Maybe, maybe not. I'm considering to get her new memoir, Hard Choices. Maybe. She may be subliminally telling me something saying, I'm going to run in 2016. I'm going to be in the White House with my husband. Hey, who knows? She was sort of telling me this in her memoir, so this was my first memoir. My next memoir, however, was an audiobook of the past 8 years of the Bush White House. It was called Decision Points, and my judgment at first was like Bush was the most terrible president in history. Well, after listening to his memoir, which was narrated by him, of course, my judgment was that in his presidency he was faced with hard choices, and his decisions did greatly affect America and still does to this very day. Case in point, Hurricane Katrina and the most recent Great Recession in 2007, which caused a banking crisis and the house subprime crisis. So most of those who may disagree with me, I really don't care. And my other memoir, which was also an ebook, was called "In My Time" by Vice President Dick Cheney and one of his daughters, Mary or Laura, whoever. And here's my assessment on the vice president. He sucks. He's a freaking son of a bitch who's a warmonger and a war criminal. He should be prosecuted and arrested for harboring possible crimes against people, whoever. And for him to spot and be mad about the president, he should take a look back at his own experience with Bush and say, oops. Now, my other memoir is by the first African American female during the Bush White House. Her name is Condoleezza Rice, and she, like her boss, George W. Bush, was also faced with hard choices. Basically, the United States' role in Iraq and Afghanistan. I supported their role in Afghanistan, but Iraq was highly questionable because of one thing: weapons of mass destruction, as Bush had confessed in his own memoir, Decision Points. Yes, there were intelligence reports to say that weapons of mass destruction were found, but upon our 2003 invasion, a big oops. So, another thing to confess, I hate to tell you people, Iraq was a frickin' fucking lie. For those who still think Iraq was a worthy cause, think about the thousands of people on our side and thousands of innocent Iraqi civilians that were also killed. So basically, no one really won this war. We didn't win this war, and neither did the Iraqis. Yes, a horrible, evil man was deposed from power and they are hanged because of Iraqi justice, but think of the consequences of this war. I mean, due to a prolonged occupation there, it grew into sectarian violence to this political mess. Hopefully that will clean up. And also another political confession I'd like to share with you is that votes are not secret. How do you think you're being lured by political action groups or political action committees and certain political parties such as Democrats, Republicans, Greens, whatever? Since I voted for the president twice, I was actually lured twice by a committee re-election campaign for the president of the United States, and since I politely declined twice due to some personal problems, to me that was an opportunity I would want to do to re-elect the most prestigious office in the land, the President of the United States. And also a final political confession. I'm related by marriage to the former Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Eric Shinseki, so he's a distant relative of my sister's husband. And for me, I had a somewhat of a personal connection to the ongoing scandal going on in the Veterans Affairs Department. And personally, I was the only person way before anybody else to say that he deserved to resign. And amidst growing pressure from other people, he did. And for me, he was not the reformer he claimed to be. So, to me, I was embarrassed that our veterans were not getting the quality care they deserve, the quality that they came to know and want from their own government. So we must not always not forget who fought our wars. We must not always forget who, you know, died bravely in battle or were cowards. Veterans are veterans and they deserve the respect they deserve. So, a special message to the President of the United States. Please fix our Veterans Department. Our veterans are not cattle. They are our heroes. Each and every one of them take up the call to arms or a call of duty to basically defend our country, to defend what we stand for. So, Mr. President, if you're watching this, please fix our Veterans Department, and that our veterans get the quality and care they deserve. So that ends my political confessions. What are your confessions? Please comment, subscribe below, and I'll see you next time for another installment of in my view. So as always, have a good evening and ignite the revolution.